Alright, beauty, so let's go ahead and just get started on the creation of this wig. The first thing you want to do is just go ahead and start off by sectioning the hair that you want to bleach versus the hair that you do not want to bleach. For the hair that you do not want to bleach, just go ahead. I use some hairspray, some clips, and then a plastic shower cap to go ahead and tie away the hair that I do not want to bleach. I did run out of saran wrap, that's why I'm using a plastic shower cap, so please excuse me. So as far as the hair that I do want to bleach, I will go ahead and start bleaching them with the Blonde Brilliance 9-Level Express Lightener. This means that I will be able to lift my hair 9 levels. I did not necessarily test that theory here, so I will do that on a different video. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that with the Curls Professional Pure White 30 Volume Developer. I have never used these two products together or even apart. So this is my first time trying them, so I have no idea what they smell like or anything like that. All I did was a little bit of research on the bleach, and I kind of just picked up a developer just to try a different one. However, I do go ahead and I just mix it off camera, you guys, and apply it to my hair. I will say that these two together did go ahead and start processing and working in my hair really fast. So if you are new to this, make sure you keep an eye out on that bleach. So if you are new, like I said, you just want to make sure you're using like a 20 or a 10 volume developer, because a 30 did go ahead and start processing my hair quickly. So after going ahead and letting that sit for about 20 minutes, I was able to get the color that I was okay with. And then I went ahead and I just rinsed it out with hot water. Not only does water stop the processing of bleach, but it also just goes ahead and does like an initial rinse to get all that bleach out of there before I go in there with my Ion Cool Blonde shampoo, which is my purple shampoo. I'm just going to go ahead and use, not to only cleanse the wig and the lace from all that bleach, but also it goes in there and it takes away from all that brassy orange tones, that redness in the blonde. And it kind of brings out more of that gold blonde color that we're looking for. After using the shampoo, I do go in there with my Ion Reconstruction treatment, and I kind of basically just go ahead and apply that all over the wig, letting it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, you guys. This kind of just brings my hair back to life, rejuvenates it, kind of restores it from all that bleaching it went through and any damage it might have gained. So I did go ahead, after letting it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, I went ahead and I rinsed it out. And then I did pluck it next. However, I did not film myself plucking because I do want to do a detailed video on how I pluck later on. So go ahead if you haven't already and make sure you subscribe to see that. I did go ahead, and this is the next morning after plucking and letting it air dry. I'm just going to go through with a blow dryer and just blow dry it out. If you haven't noticed, I did purchase a new blow dryer. My nephew broke my rose gold one, so I had to purchase a new one. I'll go ahead and put the link down below, you guys, to which one I have. I could have had just got the rose gold one again, but I didn't necessarily like how the comb came with it. So I'll go ahead and put the link down below for this one, you guys. However, I just want to go ahead in there and blow dry it out and just show you guys what it's looking like. I wasn't sure if I wanted to flat iron it or curl it, but I was able to do both. I did not film myself flat ironing, however, so if you want to see that part, go ahead and check out my Instagram and you'll see a picture of what it looks like flat ironed out. After going ahead and, like I said, I did not do any flat ironing to it. I did want to try some pin curls, so basically I just kind of, you know how you curl it up and pin it. However, I'm not going to talk on it because I did not do it right. This is my first time ever doing it, you guys. Like I said, I am not a professional at doing hair. This is just something that's my passion. I like to do hair. I do hope to go to school and become a professional. However, this is just something I like to do and spend my time and passion doing. So I'm not a professional, you guys, so I did not come out right. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the install because that is the most important part for me, however. So although the hair did not come out itself, we're going to go ahead and just install it. And I do like to start with doing a ball cap method. If you're not somebody who likes a ball cap method, I completely understand. However, I do, especially with working with actual glue and not like spray on. with that being said, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is just, of course, apply my bottle cap and then just use some Got To Be Free spray to go ahead and hold it in the spot. I'm not going to talk too much detail on my bottle cap method because I am going to do an updated video on my bottle cap method that you guys can definitely check out. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe, comment, and like on this video, but also subscribe for more videos to come. After doing my bald cap method, you guys, I did add some lashes if you cannot tell, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to make the scalp look more realistic. And basically I do this by using my foundation by Maybelline. This is their City Bronzer. It is a bronzer to contour actually, so I actually went into the store looking for something else and I bumped into this and it just looked perfect to my skin tone, so I went ahead and I purchased it and I kind of used it to go ahead and blend in and make it look more natural. So that is what you guys are seeing here. I'm still deciding if I like if I like liquid versus powder. So go ahead, like I said, and stay tuned for that. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe. After going ahead and just making that scalp look more realistic, my next thing to do is take my mama scissors and just start chopping away at any extra scalp that I do not need or do not use. I don't know why I called it a scalp. Any extra part of the bald cap that I will not use and I do not need and I will not use. I do like to leave like an inch past my hairline just so I have that extra protection, but you can cut it as far back and how up as you want. You don't even have to use one. Some people don't use it. I prefer one just because I just want to make sure my hair is absolutely protected. So after clipping away the bald cap to where you want it at, like I said, I always like to go in and try my wig on before I secure it in spot just to see if I need to add anything to it. For this wig particularly, I did notice I needed to add a band because it was a little too big for my hair, for my head, so I did have to go ahead and add a band to it to go ahead and secure it into spot. And then I noticed that I will have to cut off a lot of my ear part just because it's kind of too far over my ears. But this is why you just want to go ahead and try it on before you glue it down. As far as gluing though, I am going to go ahead and I will be using my Bold Hold Active. This is my first time using Bold Hold Active. I know I normally use my Ghost Bond glue or some Got To Be Free spray or something like that. However, I did want to go ahead and just try Bold Hold Active. I never tried it before, mainly because it's never in any of the stores near me. I can only find it online, and I'm very particular about where I buy it at online, so I had to do a lot of research before I purchased it, but I finally did, and I got it. I'll put that website down below for you guys to go ahead and look into. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just use my Bold Hold Active. I like to apply my glue about 1 centimeter back away from my bald cap hairline. And then I just take a popsicle stick and kind of just spread it out evenly across my bald cap and my forehead, creating an even layer. This lets it dry evenly and you don't have white spots when around a whole bunch of clear parts that I'd rather be laid down at, if that makes sense. So after going ahead and just letting it dry evenly, I do only use 1 layer of Bold Hold Active just because I did do some research on it and it is said to be a really good hold, and I only wanted to wear this wig for about a week, so I did only use about 1 layer, and then I did go ahead and only use 1 layer, and I'm also going to put a topping of my bed head spray right on top of it, which will give it that extra meltdown. So after waiting until it dries clear, go ahead and just apply it, and I just kind of use a rat tail comb to go in there and press down and make sure there's no lumps. It's nice and even. And things like that. The next step is to go ahead and just part out those baby hairs, and basically from where you part out your baby hairs to that part right there, you're going to go ahead and take some bed head spray, and I kind of just go ahead and spray right there Sorry you guys, it's not in the camera. I wasn't aware that I was this far bent over and out of camera when I was doing this part. But basically, like I said, you guys, I kind of just went ahead and I parted out all my baby hairs. And then I take my Got2b or my bedhead spray, and I just go ahead and I spray right there in that little part right there, you guys. And I kind of just take my blow dryer and my rat tail comb and then push away, push it, just push at it, you guys, and create that ultimate meltdown. If you guys can see just from what I'm showing you guys, this is creating a legit natural looking lace. As you guys see, it's starting to look just like scalp. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue this method all over. If you guys also notice, I have not cut my lace yet. My lace has remained on for this whole process. But I am just going to go ahead and just continue this spray on extra melt, I'm going to call it, all around my hairline. So after going ahead and doing that part, your next step is, I actually got this part from LaRasia Andrea. I don't know if you guys follow her, Red Fairy, but she went ahead and she told us that when you use a spray like that, you can go ahead and use a black wrap. Basically, go ahead and wrap it around where that spray is, lay that down, and do not tie it, but hold it back so it gets its maximum tightness around your head. And you're going to take a blow dryer on medium heat, and then for 5 minutes just go ahead and run that blow dryer across your hairline, creating that absolute meltdown and making sure all the glue is nice and dry. You can go ahead and start cutting away at that lace. And like I said, I like to use my baby scissors. These are my baby scissors. Let me just mention you real quick, you guys. My next video that I will be posting will go ahead and just be what I find to be my wig 101s, my wig must-haves, things I keep around the house when it comes to installing or making a wig, things I might find easier, that I found easy to use when I first started off. It's just kind of going to be a one-on-one wig install and like talking, kind of get to know me type of video. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe to go ahead and check that out. But like I said, you guys, I am going to just take my baby scissors and start cutting away at that lace. As you can see, when using baby scissors, it's way easier to work with and maneuver with. You get a more natural looking hairline because you're able to like curve in and actually make it look natural. It's also easier to get up and close to that hairline without harming yourself and making sure you actually got rid of all that excess lace that might be there. So definitely recommend purchasing a pair of baby scissors. But other than that, you guys, I am going to work side to side. So after cutting this lace off and making sure I trim it up and getting rid of all those little white beady thingies that might be hanging from the lace, my next step is to go in there again with my bedhead spray. Just spray my hairline and press down with my rat tail comb and a blow dryer, just making sure I have that absolute seal around the edges and there is no lifting that might be happening. Then you're going to go ahead, and I like to go ahead and make sure it's ultimately blended. So I take that same foundation that I used to go ahead and make my wig cap and just brush it across my hairline, just making sure it blends in perfectly. So after finishing that part up, my next step is, just because I sprayed that bed head, you guys, I'm just going to go in there and make sure none of my edges are stuck or anything like that. If they are, I'm just going to go ahead and loosen them up like so. And then I go in for my initial, before I go for my initial meltdown, I am going to just take some alcohol. I do like to use 90% alcohol, you guys, and just wipe off my forehead from any excess glue or any excess product that might be on your forehead or on your skin from the install process. And then of course, you always like to make sure that your hair is nice and secure. So I am going to take another wrap, you guys, and just wrap it around my hair for about 30 minutes. This one I do go ahead and tie down, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around my hair for about 30 minutes and just let that sit. During that time, I was able to run my hot comb through my hair and just straighten it out a little bit more, you guys. I know you weren't able to see how it looks straight, bone straight, but this is kind of what it's looking like, you guys. So after going ahead and applying, taking that wrap off, let me go ahead and say sorry for my face. I'm not sure what face I was making here, but I am making a face for the books. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead after doing that, you guys, and your next step after taking that wrap off is to basically just go ahead and start styling your hair. If you're a middle part, but for me, I am gonna go ahead and do a side part, mainly because I want it gold on one side and black on another side. It did take me a while to get there just to make sure I wanted that, but I thought overall it looked pretty with the gold on one side and black on another side. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure this part looks as natural as possible by adding some foundation, doing a little plucking. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and lay down my frontal and the rest of my hair so it does not look as bogey and like a wig. To do this, I'm going to go ahead and get a hot comb. In my video, you guys, like I said, my one-on-one video installing and making a wig, I do go ahead and talk about the importance of a hot comb. But for right now, I am just going to go ahead and lay down my frontal and the rest of my hair with it. And I am trying this wax stick, you guys. I always see people use wax sticks, so I wanted to try it and see if it actually makes a big difference. Compared to using mousse or hairspray to lay down your flyaways. I did use my wax stick, as you guys can see, and it definitely does make a difference, so I definitely recommend trying a wax stick. This is just the TIG and I bedheads one. I will go ahead and try different ones, see which one I like better, you guys. But this basically just goes ahead and it kind of relieves that bulkiness in your frontal and in the rest of your hair, and if you run over it with a hot comb, it just does the ultimate slick down. So that's kind of what you guys are seeing here. And then of course I do go ahead and I use my Sebastian shaper. I've been using it for a while now, but I haven't ever showed you guys in camera. But I love my Sebastian shaper. You can get it for me, I get it at Marshall's for $7.99. I know it's sold at Ulta for about $20, so definitely recommend getting a Sebastian shaper or just a shaper in general. That's kind of how you get your swoops and your bumps and stuff in your hair. As you guys can see, I just sprayed it all over and I combed up to create that little bit of swoop right there. And now I am really feeling myself right now. Yes, I am. Yes. So this is basically what the hair is looking like, you guys, straight. I'm loving it straight, but you know me, I am always about the curls for days. I like having curls in my hair. I love curls. I got it from my mom and my nana, so I'm gonna go ahead, of course, and just put some curls in this hair and make it look, give it some volume and stuff like that, give it some life. I did go ahead, when I purchased my new blow dryer, I went ahead and also purchased a curling iron from the same company. I am just in love with this curling iron, how these curls come out. It could just be the hair, but I am in love with it. I'm going to go ahead and put the link down below to the curling iron. Any products I used or mentioned in this video, all the link will be down below, you guys, so go ahead and check that out. I also will go ahead, you guys, and put any videos that have different things in it, you guys, down below as well. And then go ahead and make sure you subscribe for my next coming video. Like I said, you guys, it's going to be my wig 101, things I find that you should have or must-haves around the house when it comes to installing or making a wig. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe for that. Of course, go ahead and make sure you like and comment on this video itself. Once again, this is going to be the hair that I'm going to use to launch my brand, Yasss Beauty. So go ahead and make sure you check out my last couple videos just so you guys can see a hair review on how the hair is holding up and different things like that. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and after curling my hair, you guys, for the front part, sorry if you guys saw me struggling, but for the front part, you do want to go ahead and curl your hair backwards. This is kind of how you get that ultimate swoop right there, is when you curl your hair opposite direction. After that, you guys, I do want to add some layers into your hair just to go ahead and frame your face, get some levels and volume within your hair and make it look more poppin'. I will do a detailed video on how I cut and layer my hair. Like I said, I am not a professional. Everything I do in these videos, you guys, are completely self-taught. But I will show you guys how I layer my hair in a more detailed video. did go ahead and just speed up the other side of me curling my hair, because it's basically the same technique that I did to the other side, which is just basically pop some curls in there, go ahead and pop some layers in there, and this is basically the end result, you guys. But yeah, this is basically the end result. Like I said, you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and get dressed, get ready for my day. Go ahead and make sure you like, comment, leave anything down below. Like I said, I am not a professional. I'm completely self-taught. So if you have any helpful hints, go ahead and leave any comments, you guys. Let me know what you want to see and stuff like that. Go ahead and check out my other social medias, and I will see you guys here, and I will see you guys back for my next video. Bye, beauties. Don't forget to subscribe.